Welcome to Houston, Texas and Daikin Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Houston Astros. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Hunter Brown.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. Sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
The pitch. High fly ball out to left field. Altuve. One away. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
That's a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Myers hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball one.
No strikes.
That's inside.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Outside. Foul ball. Swings here and blasts one left field onto the track, and he makes the catch. Mets go down quickly. Now here come the Astros. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Houston, and today's starting pitcher, Clay Holmes. What's the word on him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Jose Altuve, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
The 1-1 is fouled off. A changeup missing. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. One away.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Jeremy Pena digs in now. The shortstop takes the ball. Pena launched a homer in his most recent game. That's in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen, and I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
2 down, base is empty. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 2 for 8 in the series so far. In the air to left center. Nimmo hauls it in to end the inning. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Brown, a 6'2" righty, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019. Brown back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
That's inside. And a count 1-2. Base hit and a good start to the inning.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's Jesse Winker. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Throw over to first. Nimmo back on a dive.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0. Hey!
No score here in the second. Hit in the air, center field. Myers sizing this one up. Myers makes the play. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
And now it's Mark Vientos with 4 hits in the series and 7 runs batted in. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So up next, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. First pitch just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Vientos leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Aye.
Look out.
That got him.
That fastball drilled him. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jeff McNeil. That's out to center field. Myers under it. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Vientos makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Yainer Diaz, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Ball inside.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Diaz started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Eric Summersgill punches him out. That's a strikeout. And now here is Jake Myers. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And that clips the inside corner.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Two outs. On the ground, McNeil fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Astros are down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. In there at the knees for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Diaz hauls it in, and there's one away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
One down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Myers under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Now that right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. Top of the third, no score. Strike 2. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. And the 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. Back here in Houston, now it's Brendan Rodgers.
Second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
And that's in the
Counts
dirt.
1-0.
And that is out of play. Holmes ready to fire now.
Inside ball.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. That one is absolutely belted. And it bangs off the wall. Here comes the throw. Not in time. And we've got runners at first and third to open the inning.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Ground ball could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Went down on strikes his first time through. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. His second home run of the series, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
Jose Altuve packs a lot of power in his swing. The ball just explodes off his bat. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Two outs, nobody on. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. The shortstop takes the ball. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the third and final game of the series. A 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. 3 innings complete. It's the Astros 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Dyken Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Pete Alonso. Foul ball there.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Stays alive. Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And a foul ball. Alonso gets his lead at first with nobody out. In the air on the infield, Paredes. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
And now the DH, Jesse Winker. He's 0 for 1. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, one away. That one outside. It's 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And the runner holds. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one missed. The Astros up by 2. Top half of inning number 4. Cut on and lifted in the air. And it's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Over to Rogers, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Astros 2 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Yordan Alvarez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Right through there for a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Up the middle, a sliding stop, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Astros, first baseman,
A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Boog, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
And now it's Christian Walker. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess,
Ball
Boog,
one.
light tower power?
That's right.
Ball one, no strikes.
Fought off foul. That one not close. And it's 2-1. In the air, right side. Soto hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Yiner.
2 outs, base is empty. Yiner Diaz up next for the Astros. And that one
Inside,
just
ball one.
misses. A ball and no strikes. On the ground to the left, Vientos throws to first in time, and that is that. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Brown back to work. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, these Mets need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far.
I got 1 ball, 1
Zero
strike.
extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That
2
one in the
balls,
dirt,
1 strike.
and a count 2-1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
McNeil, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike
0-1's
one.
the count.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball Walker. And he handles it himself for the out.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
So 2 down now, and here is Tyrone Taylor. He popped out his first time. Taylor,
Outside,
31
that's the
years
ball.
old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2012. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Diaz down to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. And first offering is fouled off. And there's the ball.
1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2.
Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked.
I guarantee he's going to check the tape on that last pitch when he gets a chance, because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. I mean, it was a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at bat, that'll drive you crazy getting rung up like that.
So digging in, Brendan Rodgers singled and scored his first time. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. One down, base is empty.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That one inside. 3-2 now.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
On the ground, right side. Over to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Isaac.
2 down, base is empty. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. A single his first time. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Offense held in check there. 5 innings complete. It's the Astros 2 and the Mets nothing. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
And that's outside, and a count 2-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Myers under it. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one. That's down and in.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Astros leading by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is downstairs. Takes it himself. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. Here's Pete Alonso. 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Missed with a changeup. And the count is 1-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. And downstairs. Alonso off of first with 2 away. That one's in there. And 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Brian Abreu up and throwing. Sousa warming up as well. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Next offering misses down and away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch is outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Jesse Winker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Astros 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Houston, bottom of the 6th. And now the right fielder, Cam Smith.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And it's fouled away. And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. That clips the corner. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor whips it to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He blasted 1 out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
And that one is inside ball 1. One now. There's a swing and a drive. That's bad. It has the distance gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
At the plate, Jeremy Pena. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. Two down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Two outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. Yeah, they get the out on Alvarez. And that'll do it. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the dirt, 2-2.
Strikes.
Way high. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Now it's going to be Mark Vientos. And that one fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Here's your 1.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Vientos checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. This to third. Paredes. Over to Rogers. And 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Astros 3 and the Mets nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Stanek.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And now the first baseman, Christian Walker.
First baseman, Christian Walker.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. One of the iconic features of Daikin Park, the Crawford boxes in left field. Pop flies can easily turn into homers in that direction. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
For me, Boog, the biggest challenge for outfielders here is where the left field fence juts out suddenly towards center. It's kind of hard to position yourself if you're playing left. Balls hit that way can cause chaos.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
2 down, bases empty. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Rogers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Outside low, and it's 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is down low.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch. 1 more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian King.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think that's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Activity in the bullpen. Luis Contreras up and loosening in the pen. Sousa, the lefty, warming up as well. 0-2 now. Slider misses outside.
2 strikes.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone
And next for
Taylor.
the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. In the dirt, blocked.
0-1's the count.
McNeil gets his lead at first, nobody out. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Altuve going back. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
He was all over that one. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And there's a foul ball. Two in scoring position, nobody out, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. King, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Center field, Myers nabs it. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 4-1.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Juan Soto now 0 for 3 in this one.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
In the air, left field, down the line. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Brian King departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Josh Hader, ready to make his season debut. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Started after it, appeal to first. Didn't go. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Astros 4 and the Mets 1. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Stanek back to work. Stanek, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. That one a little bit high. 1-0.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Next offering is outside. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one missed. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Altuve in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Next offering upstairs. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On the ground right side. McNeil gets it to first. And they get Altuve for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Through 8 full. It's the Astros 4 and the Mets 1. Back here in Houston, new inning getting started. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Grounds 1 to short. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Boog, I love how they incorporated Old Union Station in the construction of Dyken Park. It really makes it feel like it's existed here in downtown Houston for a long time.
So now the DH spot, Jesse Winker, 1 for 3. Part of what makes Hader's fastball so unique is that he gets carry on the fastball up in the zone, and yet he grips it like a sinker. So technically his fastball is labeled as a sinker. Out towards right center field. Myers moving under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Next to hit, Mark Vientos. Splits the plate. That's strike one.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
They're down to their final strike.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Hader is just one strike away. That one's upstairs, ball one. Ground ball up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
So a man aboard. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
The 0-2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
I think people might be surprised to see how many pitchers have collected 200 saves in their careers. It's not a lot, and he's just joined that club. Keeps climbing that leaderboard, save after save.